Hey guys, as many of you know, music has had a big part in my family's life. I remember years growing up taking violin and piano lessons and absolutely loving it. And music still has a big part in our house here. Jeremy's constantly running around the house singing to me.
Which is why we want to tell you today about a music mentoring program called Swan for Kids. And what Swan for Kids is, it's a music mentoring program for children whose parents are in jail. Many of you may not know that 1 in every 14 children has a parent or both parents who are incarcerated. My mother, Diana Volo, began several years ago a nonprofit organization called Swan for Kids. At the time when she began the organization, it was only 1 in 28 children whose parents were in jail, but in the years since, it's actually grown to now 1 in 14 children whose parents are in jail. And another interesting yet sad statistic, of those children whose parents are in jail, they are 70% more likely themselves to end up in jail. And my mother, who's a professional violinist, has seen the fruit of music mentoring in the lives of her students over the years. And research has actually shown that teaching children music lessons is one of the greatest disciplines they can learn in life to give them a successful life. And so with this great problem of children whose parents are in jail and they themselves ending up much more likely to go to jail themselves, music can play a huge role in a child's development to give them a successful life despite their circumstances as children. And so swanforkids.org is a nonprofit organization designed to mentor and to train children in music. But not just any child, it's specifically training children whose parents are in jail. And we wanted to tell you a little story about one of those children that Ginger and I have had the opportunity to get to know.
So we want to tell you about a story of a young girl named Anna. Both of Anna's parents were incarcerated, which left Anna to have to fend for herself. And during that time she was in the foster care system, and that ended up failing and there was no place for her to stay. And so she had to go and be put in a detention center, not because she had done anything wrong, just because there was no home for her to stay in. And so sadly Anna was kept there, and she had to receive pat downs every time she would come back in and searching, and it was just a really difficult season for her. It was during that time that Mom Volo met Anna and introduced the program Swan for Kids. And she had such an amazing voice, and when Mom heard her sing, she was like, wow, this girl has talent. She definitely has been gifted, but she didn't have any ability to learn more and really grow and kind of hone in on that skill.
When Ginger and I heard Anna's story, we actually thought it would be a wonderful idea to have her come and sing the prelude at our wedding. And so that's what she did. We invited her out, and she was overjoyed to be able to come to Arkansas and sing at our wedding. A few donors to Swan for Kids actually paid for her trip, bought her a beautiful gown for her to sing in, and allowed her to come out and be a part of our special day. And knowing that Anna would go home to a detention center and have to be patted down and go into the doors and essentially be in a prison atmosphere, not because she'd done anything wrong, but just simply because the state didn't have anywhere to put her. We were so glad that Swan for Kids gave her an opportunity to not only hone her skill as a singer, but also be a part of our big day. SWAN stands for Scaling Walls, a Note at a Time. And that's exactly what it's designed to do, is to help children whose parents are incarcerated, who are in bad circumstances of life, scale their walls through music.
Please consider how you can be a part of helping kids just like Anna. If you would like to donate, you can go to swanforkids.org.